Warning! This video blog or vlog could contain harsh opinions or foul language. If you do not appreciate said content or material, well, you could just fuck right off.
Greetings, internet people. RantingRamsay here. How are you all doing today? I'm not doing so badly. What I wanted to talk to you about today, now that all the dust has settled and we can peek through the clouds of dust, well, that was redundant as hell, we can see the aftermath of the presidential election. There's a couple of different things I want to talk to you about on this one. Primary is that I've heard a lot of things being said that are almost verbatim the same things that were said the first time Barack Obama won the presidency of the United States. The primary thing that I keep hearing from a lot of people is that Obama's coming for your guns. He's coming for your guns. He's going to come and take your guns. I really don't think that's going to happen, because that's the exact same fucking hyperbole that was being spouted the first time he won election, and nothing really happened. At least here in Ohio, we still have access to just about everything we had access to 4 years ago. The prices on some of the ammunition may have increased. The availability of certain weapons may be slightly harder to get a hold of, but they are still able to be gotten a hold of. You can still acquire these weapons. Obama is not coming for your guns. It didn't happen last time. It's not going to happen this time. Relax. It's okay. Then, the other thing, and this has actually been talked about by a few different members of the YouTube community already. I'm not the first one to voice an opinion on this particular subject. But there have been groups of individuals screaming secession, that they want to secede from the United States because they didn't elect this president and this, that, and the other. Well, the first snarky, sarcastic, but not quite comment that comes to my mind is we had to deal with fucking 8 years of Bush. The least these other people can do is deal with 8 years of Obama. Now, I did not vote for the man, but I was much more relieved to see that he won election than Mitt Romney, even though, like I said, I did not vote for the man. But at this point, there have been people just screaming, secession, secession, leave the country, this is horrible, the country's going downhill. What's really funny is the places that a lot of this is coming from, and a lot of it's coming from the South. And just for fun, I did a little thinking. So I remember a while back when Texas was making a lot of noise about secession. They still do occasionally. No, there are some products and things that we would then have to import from Texas. The country would benefit a lot from that scenario when it comes to overall murder rate. Texas has one of the highest. So, if Texas were no longer a part of the country, our murder per capita would actually go down. Now, granted, that wouldn't mean that murders would happen less in areas in the United States. It means that the numbers, the bulk of Texas's murders being removed from our statistics would mean that our murder per capita rate would go down. Same with illiteracy rate would go down. And so some of the other places that are making this kind of noise are like Mississippi and stuff like that. Well, Mississippi also has one of the highest fucking crime rates. So, no big loss there. And then what makes me laugh is if a state were to be foolish enough to secede, I don't think the citizens are prepared for U.S. government funds no longer being available to them. State government funds, sure, their state government would then be the government of their country, I guess, you know, since, you know, if like we'll use the example of Texas again. If Texas were to secede, Texas is its own country, and so they no longer have access to anything provided by the federal government, which I don't think people realize. There's a lot of shit that the federal government provides funds for your state. Now, a lot of the times your state will probably misappropriate or misuse these funds, and the people in power will find ways to stipend it into their own fucking bank accounts, but that's beside the point. I don't think a lot of these people who are screaming secede, secede, secede are prepared for what they will no longer have access to. I don't think they're prepared for the fact that the United States military will probably no longer protect them. Unless some sort of treaty is made. And we all know how well the U.S. upholds its treaties. So, it's just really actually funny to me that these people just, I don't think they've really stopped to consider exactly what seceding from the United States would mean. Now, I'm not saying that no state could survive. I just don't think they're prepared for the fact that now they're going to have to actually have international commerce instead of interstate commerce. You know, because you can trade goods and ship goods between states and stuff like that with the proper permits and this, that, and the other, but as soon as you secede, that is no longer a state boundary, it is a national fucking boundary. So now you've got international fucking... I mean, really, people don't think of it that way, but that's the truth of the matter. If you secede from the country, you're no longer part of the country. It means you are not even your own country until the world acknowledges that you're your own country. You can sit there and declare that Texas is the Commonwealth of Texas or the country of Texas, whatever. Until the rest of the world actually acknowledges, yes, you are a country. We will deal with you on a country scale. Then you're fucking nothing. Then you just really just cut yourself off, and now you're just kind of dangling. So... part of me thinks it would be really actually fucking funny if one of these states would secede, so you could sit there and laugh at them as they flounder. Then the U.S. would probably just invade them and take all their shit anyway. That's what we do anyway, right? So there you go. That's pretty much the two basic things I wanted to talk about. Obama's not coming for your guns, or any of these other, like, radically ridiculous ideas that people seem to have gotten from the election. It's just not going to happen. And those states out there screaming secession, go for it. We'd all like to laugh at you. I'm RantingRamsay. That is all.
Hey, did you get all that, man?
Douche.